pauses at newly named State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's certainly hot outside here in the desert, but somehow this Cardinal crowd turned up the heat a moment ago. They were in a frenzy as their team emerged from the tunnel, and the Cardinals, they're set to do battle with the Indianapolis Colts.
Rigoberto Sanchez to kick off for Indianapolis.
Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Now on first down, Drake again. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field.
Out of the gun, here's Murray. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 11 yards there, first down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
On first down, Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. The 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 12, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now from Murray. Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared, but I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
More muscle up front for this 2nd and 2. They've got 3 tight ends out there. First carry now for the former Badger, Jonathan Taylor. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2.
3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It'll be a gain of 17 and an Indianapolis first down. If you make the stop there, maybe you hold them to 3 on this opening drive. They didn't get the stop.
Yeah, new set of downs now. Now you're worried about, just as you pointed out, not just giving up 3, possibly giving up 6. Let's see what they decide to do here because they've got to change up what they have been doing. It hasn't been working.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one and another first down. First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts are going to take a first quarter lead. He had the option to hand that football off. I think it's safe to say that he made the right decision. That was a heck of a run.
It certainly was, and when you mentioned the option, most people think the quarterback's not going to keep the ball. You know, in the NFL, that's usually not the recipe for being around too long. So when you do keep it, it often surprises the heck out of a defense.
Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
10-10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Running from the shotgun with Dre. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Colts 7, Cardinals nothing.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, D.
From the gun, it's Drake. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
From the 47, it's 2nd and 5. Murray a give. This is Drake. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork, and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. On the give, this is Drake. DeForest Buckner in on the tackle.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. And now Murray's going to set up the throw. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. The last catch took him 2 yards in the wrong direction, so now what can they do on 3rd? From the gun, Murray. Being chased out left. Oh, now Murray has it stripped. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. Good good job starting on that scramble. Had his eyes on that first down marker, CD, but lost the most important thing, the football.
Yeah, wasn't quite there. Focused solely on getting to the first down marker. Forgot to cover up and take care of the ball.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jordan Phillips in there to get him. It's a loss of 5. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
48, come on. Watch the pass, watch the pass.
After the sack on first down, Rivers, they'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Gain of 17 yards.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
We got this. Victory 90.
We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Rivers is going to fake the give to Taylor and set up to throw it. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Well, let's go back to the start of the season talk, Charles. We talked about some 2-0 and 0-2 teams. You mentioned Arizona, maybe a good surprise. Houston, a bad surprise. Any other teams a surprise at this point to you?
Well, I think that I would look at the Los Angeles Rams right out of the gate. At home against Dallas, opening their new stadium. Many thought Dallas would go out west and beat them. That didn't happen. Then how about the Rams going on the road this week and beating Philadelphia, and decisively? This looks like a Rams team that finished 9-7 last year. It has designs on challenging for the division title. And one other team I would throw in there is a little bit of a surprise, just by how it's gone down. How about Atlanta? I know it's tough against Seattle, tough against Dallas. Seattle was at home, but they got jumped on by Seattle. And in the Dallas game, they just gave away. That's a team that should be at worst 1-1 right now. Now looking at 0-2 and have a lot of questions. Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. To throw again, Murray. Eluding the pressure right. Murray fighting, lost the football. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get into the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the 27-yard line.
after the loss to start out. Here's 2nd and 11. Operating from the gun, Rivers. And this one's incomplete. He was looking for his running back, Nyheim Hines. And it's 3rd down.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. From the gun, Rivers. He's got it to Hilton. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He loses 4, and it brings up 4.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
Good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Makes the score.
So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal. Not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
20-yard line.
Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On second down, it's Taylor. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
The Cards going nickel. An extra defensive back out there now on 3rd down. From the gun, Rivers. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this 3rd quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind, and we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. After the turnover, here's Murray. And his throw here's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
On second down now, it's Drake. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
No gain on
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. And he's going to come up well short as they rally up to stop him at about the 16. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second, it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
Gonzalez's kick is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal. Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
And the catch made by Hilton. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
They go play action. Rivers. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Throwing, Rivers. And that will be incomplete.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
Yeah, he was looking for the check-up bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
And 11 at the 19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Number 53, Mike 53.
Operating from the gun. Murray on the slant, complete to Hopkins. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. He may try and run for this. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable. But that time, the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see him play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
Mike 58, right there. Watch the pass. 58.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. He will go out right near the 35-yard line. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down.
Good.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 third-down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to roll. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Murray. Open man is Kirk, complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 15 yards on the play, first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. He will push his way down to about the 14. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is 2nd down. So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. 3 balls.
On 2nd and 7, Murray. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. DeForest Buckner, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Well, that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long. Murray now to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. From 19 yards away. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This one resulted in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Hey, you're so right, because you really need the rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, whoever the screen guy is. And, of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And this carries into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive.
Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
Looking to throw on second down. Rivers finds his big tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
I like what I'm seeing from them here. Tie game in the fourth quarter. They understand the situation. They don't need to be in any rush. Go ahead and huddle up and run your offense. That last completion put them in a nice position to take the lead in this game.
They'll run on first down. It's Taylor, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Now on second and 13. Rivers. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively they burn it here with 1:51 left.
And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long.
Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. 2 huge plays there down the stretch. The sack on second down. Now they force the incompletion. That's going to lead to a do-or-die 4th down.
And they look like they've got the confidence right now that no matter what gets thrown against them, whatever play gets run, they have the ability to shut it down. They are just brimming with it right now.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10.
At their own 30-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
1st and 10.
Back to throw, Murray. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Murray to throw. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as he'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Check 53. Oh, yeah, I'm coming. Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Now Murray. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 11, but they're still well short. It's 4th down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. A 1st down and more for Drake. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Facing a 4th down, they come away with 18 yards and the 1st down conversion.
7-yard line.
The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. To throw is Murray. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. In on the sack, the former Buckeye, Tyquan Lewis. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Now Murray. Now they go screen. It's complete. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. From the gun, Murray. Completes it to Fitzgerald. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a 15-yard pickup, but it'll lead to a 4th down.
4th down.
A big one coming now for the kicker, Zane Gonzalez. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And a costly one there as this game remains tied here in the 4th.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers to throw. Looking deep for Hilton. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the Alabama man, Dre Kirkpatrick. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. That little dinking and dunking that they're doing, at some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If you make someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. Throwing on first down is Murray. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner getting him once again, his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. Throwing now is Murray. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
What will they draw up to try to keep this opening drive of overtime moving? 3rd and 7. Murray going to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Look at this, a tight end carry. And he has the first down yardage before they bring him down right at the 45. A gigantic call there in overtime, but it pays off with a first down. On first down, Drake, and he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Fitzgerald hauling it in from Murray, and they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 30. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. Larry Fitzgerald, no stranger to making big plays in overtime. I know you remember, Charles, divisional round 2015. Fitzgerald took a 75-yard pass to the 5 and then scored on a shovel pass to beat Green Bay.
That was something, wasn't it? And when it comes to Larry Fitzgerald, when I think...
Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line. Justin Houston making his presence felt there in the backfield. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Probably thinking they got to be careful not to force anything here in overtime. This is 3rd and a mile right now.
With the score still tied.
the gun. Here's Murray. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Well done by the defense. They did their job here in overtime.
Boy, did they ever, because now it's 4th and really long. So if you do decide to go for it, people think you might be a little bit on the nut side, don't they? But guess what? If I did decide to go for it, I'd call something deep. I'd throw a deep pass and hope that the defense didn't remember to just knock it down. If they intercept it, it's almost like a great punt and helps out your defense with field position.
That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Tackle made there by Jordan Hicks.
A gain of 2.
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. What can Rivers do in the OT? And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
And that sack leaves Rivers and the Colts with a 3rd and long. Out of his end zone, Rivers. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez. And in double overtime, this needs to be a good one. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And out will come the offense as they take over.
1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
At the 33-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Murray. And that's complete. It's the tight end Daniels. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. Flush to his right. Murray has it knocked loose. Fumble. And I believe the Colts have recovered. Yes, they have. And a costly mistake. Coaches talk so much about ball security, and in overtime, so paramount.
Partner, do you ever wonder if maybe they talk about it too much?
Too much, yeah.
Doesn't seem like you can, but maybe by discussing it time and time again, and you know they overemphasized it here. It almost became self-fulfilling.
And any points beat them here. Field goal or a touchdown now. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, I think after that run, the defense is getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
Four yards remain for 2nd down. They run once more with Taylor.
And some room to maneuver. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. Defensively, they were in the 3-4, and that O-line just dominated the D-line there.
Let's go with a verbal telestrator here, because that D-line has a nose over the center, and it has a 2 defensive ends over the offensive tackles. That means the guards don't have anyone over the top of them. That creates a natural bubble inside where they sprint upfield, take on the inside linebackers. If the back hits it fast enough, there should be space to run.
2nd and 6.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Rivers going to give this one to Taylor.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to
2nd down and goal. Rivers. And this will be caught. It's a touchdown. And absolute stunned silence here as they have come in and stolen this one in overtime. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, trying to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So that'll do it. For my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry, I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long and sign off from the desert.